Well, happy Sunday, everybody. Also, though, for those of you that'll be watching later, happy WrestleMania Night 2. But you know what? We're not playing wrestling games today. Been playing wrestling games all week. We had a lot of fun. It's a chance for me to play a lot of new content. Today, I'm going to be continuing to solve the mystery of who murdered Halcyon Helen in the Outer Worlds DLC. I think it's been about a week since we played this, so this should be enjoyable. Alright, what missions do I have open? Okay, I have to speak to the chef. I have to go to the spaceport. I really want to do the productivity queen. I just don't know if I've made that part of the map available yet. Excuse me while I hawk my own live feeds to the rest of my friends that don't subscribe to me. Hello, Snowman. Yes, I am online. I'm trying to solve murder mysteries. Alright. I think this... Yep, there's the chef. On my way to the kitchen.
Yes? Are you here for the double rack of smoked sprat? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to wait. Oh, don't give me that look. Let me see if I can pencil you in for later. Actually, what am I saying? I can't do that. I'm booked for the next month. You'll have to make a reservation. Crime or no crime, I must keep my head on my work. One does not simply become the head chef in all of Eridanos by fretting over irrelevant happenings.
Days Gone.
Well, it didn't happen in my kitchen. Who exactly are you anyhow? What is it you want? Oh, you're the inspector they told me would be coming by. Now I feel like a buffoon. Yes, you can ask me what you like, though I don't know how much help a chef can be. No. As it so happens, I was down in the employee break room. I wasn't taking an unsanctioned break, of course. I was merely fetching ingredients.
I wonder why I have that echo going on. I had that echo going on my last stream. I don't actually know what's causing it.
Of course I did. I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest.
See if I can make an adjustment and fix that. Did the echo get any better?
Oh my lord, this is the end, isn't it? My mother always warned me that the culinary world was too dangerous, but I didn't heed her warnings. Okay, I wasn't the one who did it, but I might have been mistaken when I said I was constantly watching Helen's food. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients. Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals wanting. He seems to enjoy complaining in person. While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. Though don't tell him I said as much. If you wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolrich can most likely be found in his suite on the VIP guest floor. He's usually there if he's not poking around here.
Let me see if I can.
Most likely be found in his suite on the VIP guest floor. He's usually there.
Trying to see if that echo is still there. Trying to see if that echo is still there.
Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. Why else would I worry about it? Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. Why else would I worry about it? Well, it's a breach of professionalism.
I'm gonna have to figure that out another time.
Well, I suppose that's as good a point as any I've heard. I may have taken some time to engage in a teensy bit of recreational drinking, and consequently, I may have been somewhat less than coherent after preparing Helen's meal. I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, I just remembered. The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything. Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. If you visit her, you can figure out what truly happened with Helen's meal. Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic
I think the mic is
from
actually
the
picking up
creatures
the
at
audio of the
Wilderness
television.
Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather particular. Let's not talk about the incident with the Raptidon pheromone glands. It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd make a trek to the reserve myself. Otherwise, who knows how long you'll have to wait. Thank you for your understanding, Inspector. I'm sure you'll find the true culprit before long.
Alright, I think I may be able to do the productivity queen now. Maybe. Yeah, I have to leave my hotel. But yeah, it's the only thing I can think of why there would be an echo. I think the microphone I use for my live streams is picking up the television. See if I can hear anything. See if I can hear anything. See if I can hear anything. Bellhop Owens. Security footage. Oh, I've not been to the spaceport yet.
Make him regret it. So you seen it? Never felt so.
Bloody mayhem. Oh, god damn it. Why did I do that? I expected way more out of this shotgun. Parasite jelly. You got ammo. Anybody else have ammo? Ammo? Ammo. Guess I'll head to the Wilderness Reserve and see what's going on over there. I think the Wilderness Reserve is... Where's the map? The Wilderness Reserve may take me a hot minute. Okay, apparently I'm not going to have to go too far into... Apparently I'm not going to go too far into the reserve. The fuck are those?
I'm ready for this. Try bigger weapon. Nice one.
These things kind of look like flying stingrays. I think I scared him.
Everyone all right?
Let's farm parts, because why the fuck not? Hilltop Owens. Bard. Oh dear. Brian, you should completely finish this game.
That's hands, Cap.
I've personally loved my entire experience with the Outer Worlds. Oh dear. What is down here? Frenzied host. Definitely people losing their fucking minds down here. Fuck these baby slugs. Right to fucking pieces. Where do you think you're going, little slug?
Mess with us.
So I said, I think I could do the productivity queen now. Yes, I can. And this is going to be a whole new map to explore. I feel like there's going to be nothing good going on in this chunk of the map. Probably tons of nature and things that want to kill me. Oh dear God.
You're in my sight.
I still can't believe the max level's 36 in this game. Like, it's such a weird max level.
This is Silvio Tran, setting a new record for the Grand Colonial Bellhop's Laundry Cart League. If you're listening to this, you're listening to history. And Daltrey, as we agreed, when I win, you're scraping terrorist shit out the windows for the rest of your contract. And you can stow the fear of heights routine because there's no way you're weaseling out of that, pal. Here goes. the box! No, not! No!
I need to sell some crap before it turns out that I'm carrying way too much. So, first things first. Sell all this fucking junk. I think I only made 15 credits off of that, which is fucking bad. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. It's a damn good assault rifle. Definitely gonna hold on to that flamethrower. That flamethrower turned out to be really... all these fucking top hats. Onto the nature reserve, or wilderness reserve, whatever the fuck this is gonna be. The death of me. I'm sure the wildlife is just gonna keep me alive, or try to. Wilderness Exploration Reserve. What on earth could ever go wrong here? Let's see what this does. I don't think the game will let you burn down trees. I think we have that kind of environment destruction. Do you remember the days of Red Faction when environment destruction was a really big deal? I'm probably making myself sound old shit, but Red Faction and their geomod technology. I remember Red Faction. So does Pepperidge Farm. Exploitation. Well, something went on here.
Is this supposed to keep the critters in or the guests out?
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
You want to stay safe? Head back into the hotel.
Legal hunting supplies. So I don't get it. Is this supposed to be like a hunting ground?
Days and ways won't be the same without Helen. We're all gonna be stuck with Spencer Woolridge.
Who the hell is Gunter?
I don't know what
I told you to call me Hunter.
The tongue-in-cheek nature of this game.
Oh, right. Hunter, have you seen a
Legal.
little mechanical wandering through here? Might have been wearing my hat.
I can't say I have. I can sell you a new hat if you want. Or some fine, legally obtained hunting supplies. You could go get that mechanical thief yourself.
Oh, looks like
She's
I'm.
not a thief.
Looks like
She's
Mildred
lost.
is gonna have a
I
job
just want
for
her
me.
back. Oh, hey there, stranger. Don't mean to interrupt your business, but have you seen a stray mechanical wandering about? Hey, that's pretty good. I'll have to use that at my next mechanics meeting. But I take by your tone that you ain't seen anything matching my machine's description. Oh, that's not good. I hope she hasn't gotten herself into any trouble. Seems I'm running my mouth too much. My mechanical Betty up and wandered away a couple days back. I've been trying to track her, but the beasts make it hard. Personally, I prefer my organs inside my body. The shopkeep says I should buy one of his rifles and go looking myself, but like my machine, I'm not combat inclined.
We can help her out, right? Won't take too long if we're on the job.
I know it's a pain, but I think I need some outside help. Job or no job, I'm not leaving Betty out in the wastes. Betty's just your standard tripod mechanical, though she probably is still wearing my hat. Without it, she seems kind of naked. Her main purpose is cacao milking, but the only cacaos in the reserve are closed. Without a directive, she shouldn't have had reason to wander away from the milking area. That's what I was afraid of. You sound like you know your way around the mechanical mind.
There you go. You should install Outer Worlds again. Good game.
I'm contractually obligated to inform you that slug mechanicals are not notoriously inclined to malfunction, and any rumors to the contrary are slander. But yeah, usually even slug machines don't get lost on their own, so I guess I'm to blame. Setting Betty's search parameters is my job. Must have added a zero where I shouldn't have.
That don't usually happen by accident. I think she's trying to pull one over on us.
Hey, I ain't in the habit of intentionally losing company property. That'd be one hell of a violation. Besides, I'm rather fond of Betty. This is all just an unfortunate cycle of events. If you can help rectify it and get me my Betty back, I'll give you everything I got. Hey, thanks so much. It would have been mighty lonely without her.
I'm gonna find
being
Betty the
unemployed.
mechanical.
Finding a way to stop her current routines should send her back home.
Can't believe we got a deal with marauders on Eridanos.
Oh, candidates. Why shouldn't I go hunting with a fully automatic assault weapon? My explorative nature said I should go this way. Don't know if I'll regret that.
Commander, you ever wonder why they put lights on our armor? No, Trooper. What about these tubes poking out?
I don't know what I'm doing out here.
Trooper, stop.
Aether waves won't be the same without help.
Sorry, Commander.
We're all gonna be stuck with Spectre Wolf.
It's almost weird stumbling upon Rizzo's employees that haven't lost their minds from the slugs. I don't know what's over there, but it looks like a something. God damn. I'm not going hunting with an Uzi. Okay. Man, Candace will eat anything. That was interesting.
Okay, keep it quiet.
Completely got caught in the environment. What is up here? Okay, so this was a camp. Past tense. I'm assuming the candidates decide they weren't gonna let's put a camp there. I'm going to assume them campers became lunch. Or dinner.
cows detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker.
Interesting.
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back. Here I was thinking I'd never see her again. Oh, Betty, you big goof. What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death. And ain't you just the most reliable freelancer in the colony? Let me just take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Yep, that's right. Her parameters for movement and target acquisition are a mess. I'll bring her back to the garage and get her sorted out. Since Betty's back safe and sound, I'll be sure to let my coworkers know that you're a good one. Here's some money for your effort. Least I can do to show my thanks. Oh, I won't be turning my back on Betty again, believe me. Thanks again for all your help. You really saved us both from the edge.
Well, I could go the other direction. I kind of want to explore. Exploration is important. I'm also a sucker for it. Nothing like stumbling on parts of the games that you weren't meant to hit yet. Well, to be honest, I'm max level, so I don't really think I'm gonna run into anything I can't handle. The fuck are you? Providing I'm gonna need you to do a lot more than you're doing. Please and thank you. Why more swarms? Mantis swarm. I don't even know what the fuck that is. It's not the wasp mosquitoes. Is that a river that just runs off into, what, space? The atmosphere? Well, yes it is. Abandoned restaurant. Can't imagine what went wrong here. I'm gonna remove the shotgun. I thought for sure flamethrower would be the answer. It's not. I don't know what's going on here, but there's a lot of these fucking things. Suppressing fire with an LMG.
I don't know what it is you're looking for, stranger, but I reckon you better get. I've had about enough of you and your ilk coming by with your searching questions and expectant looks. I know you with those void-damned hunters, and I know what you want. Well, you ain't getting it. Like you don't know. That damn group of hunters that keeps coming by and hassling me. Nobody ever visits just because they want to gab with old Cyrus. No, they either want to poach me out of my land or poach me out of my best friend. Ha! No, Kelly ain't no toss baller, though. I reckon she could put the toughest players to shame. It's good having someone like that around. She ain't the brightest bulb, but can't say I'd have much reason sticking it out in this wilderness without her. Damn straight there are. Wish I could go show 'em what for, but I'm old. And I gotta make sure I don't get Carly into no trouble. Two of us have lived on the reserve for years. Every so often, someone comes by trying to steal our land grant and evict us. We hold our own, but it's mighty agitating. Really? Oh, that's great news. Cal, you hear that? We're finally getting some help!
Captain. Is that Primal trying to talk to us?
Hey, I think she likes you. Well, ain't that the damnedest thing? I haven't met anyone who could understand my Cal like I do. Yep, that's my Callie. Wouldn't expect a stranger to do an unsolicited kindness to a standoffish old man. You're something else. I suspect you'll find the hunters that have been after me beyond the hills on the other side of the river from here. See if you can convince them not to poke around here. All right? Shoot.
A lot better than spending your days with the Kana, that's for certain. I'm happy out here, and I think Callie is too. Ain't that right, Callie?
It's a really big primal.
Oh, quite a few years at this point. It'd be since a couple years before the Rizzo's Slug Complex ownership switch. And after that, well, I ain't sure. It's been a while. And for the most part, it's on the quiet side. Just not when those damn hunters are out and about.
Standard little hut. Not gonna be an asshole and steal his belongings. Man, that's a really big fucking crowd. I'm not a hunter. I'm an inspector. I'm a detective. So I'm not hunting the hunters as a hunter. God damn these things. So, a flamethrower did absolutely nothing against them. I mean, like, 0. I'm not above trying explosives.
Their mistake. Can't get past that armor!
But I can't run. Am I over encumbered? Pravati, could you do, like, something? I'm sure you still have weapons of some sort. Oh, fuck you. Yep, I'm carrying too much. I need a damn vending machine. Or a merchant. This isn't going to be very exciting while I have to waddle at this speed. Why do you move so slow? Goddamn primals. There's that group of hunters. I wonder if I could just talk my way into telling him to fuck off. Leave that old man and his primal alone.
I'm getting a sissy sweat. It's really starting to stink up my armor. Well, that's because you ate a whole pack of sissy bits and slept in your suit. What'd you expect? You know I don't like the cold. And it's not my fault they made this get-up so snug. Either you scrub off in that stream right now, or I'll mark you down for a hygiene violation.
You don't look like one of my hunters. What are you doing here? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. What's your business with him? Or with me? Certainly, I pay better.
You know, that is a sufficient reason. Please go on.
Your employer is an ex-Rizzo's employee who defected to Slug. He's currently in possession of a land grant that is rightfully ours. You cross him off and grab us that land grant, I'll see you rewarded. Handsomely.
Man, that means I'm going to fight that big-ass primal.
Oh, you void-damned sprat fuck. To arms, everybody. The old man's trying to scratch us off.
Watch out!
Oh, that didn't end well at all. I probably should have checked my health before I did that. What was my last autosave? 5 minutes prior to that? I don't know where the fuck I was. Deal with the hunters. Apparently now I can also carry more.
I'm getting a sissy sweat.
You don't... Maybe I... Your employer is an ex-Rizzo's employee who defected to Slug. You cross him off?
Make him regret it. Look out,
Well, I don't know if that was really the right way to go. Rizzos are now off click. The fuck does that mean? Well, shit happens, I guess. I'm not on good standing with Rizzos now, which may be kind of problematic because I think they own this whole resort. But it's a joint venture between Rizzos and Slug. And Slug is an offshoot of Sublight. And I'm in really good standings with Sublight. I think I just hurt myself.
Back, I see. You come bringing good news? Ah! Oh, me almighty, you know how to bolster an old man's spirits. Oh, thank you kindly, stranger. Ah, you're right, Cal. How could I forget? Oh, here's a reward for your trouble.
Alright. Profit of profitability.
Heartless? I'm sure they're exaggerating. What's on your mind?
Need some of that good stuff. Inhale. You know, this is how I get in trouble. I start exploring. I see something like that. God damn it. I'm carrying too much again. Going back to Days Gone. You know, eventually I'll finish that game. Just, you know, things keep coming out that I want to play more. Oh man. That looks problematic.
There's a killer on the loose, Inspector. Step lively.
Mr. Kincannon really knows how to run a hotel.
See, Ryan, that's my problem. I explore in, like, every game I play. Sometimes a little too much. I'm going to have to check that thing out, but I know I'm going to have to do a lot of murder to do it. Oh, fuck. Primals, god damn it. Should've known this was gonna happen. Body. You could reload a little faster. That'd be good. Mega cannon. Where the ever-loving fuck am I on this goddamn map? This fucking thing would load, that would be great. So yeah, Days Gone is a lot of exploring, but like that exploring could also get you killed in that game. God damn it. Candids respawn. Oh. I don't want to deal with him. Such a slow waddle to go sell some shit. Woolly cow.
I suppose you'll be moving on.
I'll be out of here as soon as I can, Gunther.
Hunter! Sakes alive, people, these... Welcome to Hunter Legal's Legal Hunter Supplies. I am Hunter Legal. How might I help you today? Unusual. This whole land complex is a failed wildlife exhibition turned hunting reserve. You can't go 10 feet without stepping in unusual. But I reckon you're asking about people unusual. I'd go have a chat with the prophet of profitability. Maybe she can intuit you in the right direction or something. But she is mighty far in the depths of the reserve. Perhaps you should purchase one of my fine armaments for the journey.
Video game capitalism at its finest.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. It is a perfectly normal name for a shop dispensing hunter supplies. Don't get smart with me. I'm just a shopkeep. Hunter supplies. Get
Oh, God. Don't do that, don't do that. Don't need that one. I don't even know why I bother picking up a lot of the food items, because I don't use them. Maybe I should. I'm guilty of this in, like, all these style games. Where I know these things have benefits, but I don't rely on them. Definitely did it in Cyberpunk, do it in Fallout all the time. I feel like this is a lot of what's bogging me down weight-wise, too. Holy shit. I'm like, yes, I will keep the drugs. Fish sticks? Absolutely not. Pet pills. Look, I had a lot of shit I just didn't use, so I had to go. Holy frame rate dip, Batman. Let me save the game. May have to reload it. The frame rate was just like, yeah, fuck off. See if this makes a difference. I may have sold too much stuff. But that did 100% do the trick. What is this?
Sorry, but we're a little busy right now. I'm sure one of the other guys would be happy to give you a tour.
Lawrence, do you know who you're talking to? We always have time for the inspector.
The inspector? That's you? I am so sorry. We didn't know what we were doing. We're so sorry. It'll never happen again. Oh, Law, it's all over. I told you someone would catch on sooner or later, Belle.
Lawrence, let me do the talking here. Inspector, pay him no mind. I'm sure you've bigger saltuna to can than us.
Normally, yes, but we take guests out on live-action wilderness experiences for additional pay. You know, shoot a raft here, walk there. We're just between tours right now. Buying? We're not selling anything. Especially since we're between tours.
Don't pay him any mind, Inspector. His upper story's a little gap-toothed, if you know what I mean. But seeing as you insist on sticking your... That is, since you're so curious, I'll fill you in on what we're doing. We, misplaced some people on our last tour. Misplaced them in the maws of some local predators. Now we're stuck here wondering how to get their room keys. Hey, we all got our priorities. Not worrying about those keys ain't gonna bring their owners back from the dead. Anyway, the sooner we get those keys back, the sooner we can make it look like the ex-guests checked out early.
Wouldn't you? I mean, the dangers were all listed in fine print on the waivers they signed. Least they can do is not destroy our reputation when they get themselves killed. We knew sooner or later this was gonna happen. We've got some hush money tucked away. If you can get those keys for us, it's all yours.
You kidding? You're welcome to.
Our bosses would want this situation resolved, just like us. We're the real victims here. The dead can't suffer anymore, but we can, and we will if we have to pay for all these lost keys. Did I just hear that right? The inspector is going to help us, Bill! Thank the stars!
We're not out of the woods yet. Let's just see what happens before we celebrate. We last saw the guests deeper in the wilderness, Inspector. That'd be a good place to look.
Alright, where in the map am I going? All over the place, apparently. Yeah, fuck you, kid.
Dress him up.
So there should be literally no reason why I can't run. Dead hotel guest, dead hotel guest, dead hotel guest. Yes, that thing did do a backflip. Isn't that what happens when you slow motion shoot something in the face? They do a backflip. It adds to the drama, the excitement.
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way.
There's a killer on the loose, Inspector. Step lively.
Man, that's a big poop. I feel like I'm gonna have to shoot whatever made that. That's how these things go, right? Okay. I don't know how the impact of that fall didn't hurt me, but I'm not going to question it. That's a grenade launcher. I could probably sell that for a pretty penny. Okay. Any more of these assholes still alive? Okay, so they've made this chunk of land look like a desert. So why wouldn't they? Oh, look, a canyon.
Helen have to go and die in our hotel. We don't need that kind of notoriety.
Bertie Holcomb is. You know, I never imagined Spencer.
Can't believe we gotta deal with marauders on Eridanos.
You know, it really. They say there's marauders here, but oh, that one's sleeping.
Captain! We made it!
Did I have to empty a clip in that thing while it was taking a nap? No. Sure made my life easier.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Alright, I guess I'll do a clue hunt. Guess it's over there.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Footprints. Footprints of what?
Timeline discrepancy. Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp. Scanning. No. Helen's distinctive shoe size not found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours. Scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt. Marks in the dirt are somewhat difficult to analyze, but closely match a pair of human handprints. Possible that the individual lying here pushed themselves into a sitting position. Percentage of dead individuals capable of pushing themselves into a sitting position? 1%. More likely that whoever was here rose and left of their own accord. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected. Additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
Down you go. I mean, that's the room keys. I'm going to assume that bunker is where the profitability is. Probably one of my next stops. I don't know if there's going to be anything up here in this little chunk of the map.
Hey there. You find us those keys? That's all of them. You're a lifesaver and a half, Inspector. Lawrence, you got the bits?
Let's see, which pocket did I... Oh, they're in my hand.
Wow.
There you are, Inspector. We'll make sure to put in a good word with our friends, too. I can't wait to put this behind us. We'll wait here a little longer, and start clearing out their rooms when the shift changes. Not sure what we'll do with their belongings.
Lawrence, we talked about this, remember? What belongings? Anyhow, thanks again, Inspector. Good luck with your investigation.
Ah, yes, the productivity queen. Byzantium tourist.
Mr. Kincannon really knows how to run a hotel.
Candy cane.
I don't get it. Why build a place to get dust up your nose and wrapped it on spit in your eyes when Monarch's free to visit?
Yeah, that's a valid question. actually low-key forgot how bad Monarch was to explore.
Try that again.
That whole planet in this game is 100% is just a death trap. Hey, I was right. If it's brown, drink it down.
Captain, what is this place and why is everybody acting so strange? Oh, law. They ain't cannibals, right?
The profit of profitability has changed my life. Seminars are worth every bit.
Alright, something's going on here. I'm gonna shut this door because I'm gonna be stealing things. Bunch of things that ain't mine. Is there a workbench in here? I think there's a workbench somewhere.
The Prophet's treatments are intense. I nearly collapsed during the last session.
Clearly in a bunker, but there's no power. Everything they're doing is via flame.
Great work! What's on your mind?
Today I'm just stealing people's shit. Alright, there's a frenzied host down there. Okay, we are clearly in a cult scenario.
It's not good enough to be better than everyone.
Hello, welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
Yeah, no kidding. The hordes are no joke in Days Gone. Like, they're the hardest part of the game.
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away. Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were. Oh, you must have misheard me. I said high-profile, not had-profile. Mr. Woolrich comes by much too often to be worth mentioning. Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day. I was here at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet, who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually. Certainly. If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential. Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out, or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away. And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
Hello, Nubis.
Of course, I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges. She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course, I've been waiting on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now. I'm sure it's gonna happen anytime now. Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper. Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious. I noticed the Prophet's dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped. I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The Prophet hasn't been herself lately. But if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat. I think so. Had the right size and shape.
Interestingly, I did that already. Oh, there's a workbench. Alright.
Gotta keep going. I can feel my internet.
Any guns I don't need. Don't need that. Don't need that. Or that. Don't need that. Oh, nope. Definitely need that. Use workbench. Guess I can't increase the magazine size. It'd be helpful if I could. That was a coal walk.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay. timeline discrepancy nearby, but I don't see it.
She said I must burn away.
Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health. Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and/or death. Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax. Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined. Hypothesizing potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome, decapitation. Slight possibility of calculation error.
Well, I think I'm gonna explore the rest of the map before I deal with her shit.
You got nimble fingers, Captain.
On today's episode of stealing other people's shit.
Feels good. Feels fun. Never felt so damn. I just wanted to make you smile.
I'll show you happiness. Oh.
Trying to inject me with your sorrow? Feels good. Feels fun.
We're pretty good at this.
Oh man, they're covered in slugs. 1 slug, 2 slug, 3 slug, 4, 5, 6, 7. Clearly that didn't work out for them. Oh dear. So I think this is the lab where they first started experimenting with the slugs that make everybody happy. Could be wrong. Notice I'll use happy. Memorize the passcode. I wonder what that passcode's going to be used for.
What'd you find?
No idea where this elevator's going.
Time for a drink?
Cannon host. Host for what? Like what, the slugs on the candids? Let me just say, if that's what they were doing, that is a terrible idea. I guess nobody's gonna fucking... Very cool. Do something. Do something. So I don't get it. They just get their full health back every time they come down here. What the fuck? Like, what the fucking fuck was that? I don't get what the fucking game was doing. It's like every time the enemies ran back in the room, they got full health. They just all respawned. Like, what the fuck was that?
Doing this.
I swear everyone better be trying to kill these things. Yes, reload. trying to do literally fucking everything. Everything in here is dead. Is there literally no point to this whole area? Well, I don't actually know where that cave leads, but okay. Might as well see. So where on the map am I? Well, hopefully nothing respawned. I can get back to that elevator. A little chat with the prophet.
Welcome back. How may I help? Fruitful and productive welcome, brother. I had a feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival? My disciples come to and from the Grand Colonial, bringing supplies and information. Knowing what happens at the hotel affects my livelihood, after all. With that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. We should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential. Absolutely not. Any statements by Ms. Helen about us were blown out of proportion and altered by the media. In fact, she quite recently... excuse me. I seem to be remembering something that never happened. Whatever the case, I'm sure her speech about us was all a misunderstanding. We offer a wide variety of seminars for all your corporate needs. Employees not working hard enough? Employees dying too often? It's most likely your managerial humors. And of course, seminars for balancing the energies of your business offices. Interior decorating is much more important for success than many would believe. If any of this sounds at all interesting to you, might I interest you in the first 82 words of our most popular seminar's introduction? Free of charge. Byzantines live lives fraught with competition, and that competition can be immensely stressful. You must, first of all, find a way to balance your thinking. Think not of bits lost, but of those you have yet to gain. After all, peace leads to productivity, and productivity leads to profit. Though thought alone won't balance you. We have a strict regimen to promote humor clearing. Session attendees stand on burning coals, sit for hours in our productivity smokehouse, and of course, fast throughout. Precisely. The barriers within yourself will break down as your skin sweats and blisters, giving the evil humors the proper space to escape. It's my patented method. Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, brother. Even productivity geniuses need to... I'd say that I have a lot of clothing, but I think you already know that we prophets only have a moderate amount of worldly possessions. I had a visitor, yes, but as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump? That all sounds like hearsay, brother. Perhaps your humors are off balance and confusing your sense of justice. Perhaps you could use a seminar. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist? I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, brother. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know. None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else? Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know? I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills. I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further? Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters. Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her. Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen by mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness. I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in if her constitution was truly that weak. Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing someone over the head. Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky. Besides, The hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse. What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it? I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets. No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike. No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned. I can't say I'm pleased by being kept in the dark. I hope you'll come to your senses sooner rather than later, and have me arrested. Keeping me in the dark is hampering my humors horribly, Inspector. I do hope you'll decide to arrest me.
Well, that's interesting. I don't know why she wants to be arrested, or for what reason. I still have a spaceport to explore. I just kill that thing by shooting it up the asshole. I feel like it's gonna be a long walk back to the hotel. Can't go that way, I gotta go this way. there any vending machines around?
Make him regret it. That's the last of them.
Sell some junk. That. Hopefully we're entering the later stages of this journey. I only have one chunk of the planetoid left to explore. Guess the game has to load the world right now. No funny business this time. Last time I was in my suite. Plenty of funny bits.
Inspector? Ms. Leva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The profit business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leva's followers. So, tell me, what did you find? She wants to be arrested. That's not the kind of behavior I expect from a suspect. Perhaps she's carrying a guilty conscience. Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer? I'll bear that in mind. Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report. Oh, and let me give you some advice. Look into Cedric Kincannon. He's hiding something. I'm sure of it.
I suppose this is a good point to finish up what I'm doing. So we're gonna save, and I guess my next play session will take place at the spaceport, and hopefully we'll be that much closer to solving the mystery of who murdered Halcyon Helen. I thank everybody for watching. I'm going to get ready to put on the pre-show for WrestleMania Night 2. But once again, thank you for watching. I am more goth than Goth Ryan Zero. You can find me on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, all under More Goth Than Goth. And be sure to check out me and my podcasting group, the Heels Gaming Network. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube, not so much Twitch, because we'd probably catch a ban right away. Thank you for watching. Until next time. See you later.